Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream of Farming Simulator 25 here on Sobowelo. And we're still in the month of October. We're trying to get however many few contracts we can get done so we can save up as much money as we can before we move on to November, but we will be moving on to November today. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. And also, don't forget to comment in live chat or down below if you're watching on the replay. So, we're going to get started here as soon as we get loaded in. Alright, let's go ahead and get back in our tractor. Let's see what kind of contracts we can get. Alright, we got some bale wrapping, some fertilizing. We got one plowing contract. We'll do that one first. Alright, and then we'll pick up these fertilizing contracts as well. Alright, so field 123 is where we need to go first. Let's go ahead and grab our plow, we'll go do that one. And we're going to come back and get these fertilizing contracts done. Okay. So 123 is way down there, so we'll go down the road and cut over at 112. Hope you guys are enjoying this, and if you're watching me, I do appreciate you being here today. And even if you're watching on the replay, I appreciate that too. So we're going to try our best. We're going to do these 4 contracts, and then we're going to move on to November and see what kind of money we can make out of our production buildings. Should have a few pallets of produce to sell and a few pallets of other products to sell as well, hopefully. But if not, it is what it is. But hopefully we'll be able to get us a few contracts in November, try to make up some more money. Right now we're sitting at 38,000. We roughly need 300,000-ish to get everything we need for harvesting grain crops, which the only thing we'll be able to plant in March will be oats, and then possibly if we can get a decent piece of land to make a rice field on, and we have the money to do that, we might plant some rice as well. So we'll just have to see how things come. It really just depends on how much money. Now, we don't have to get the harvester right away. That is a fact. We don't have to do that. This is 110. 123 should be right here. Oh, that's 109, so 123 is across the trees here maybe. Now we're in 123. Alright, this is a pretty big field, so it's going to take a little bit. Let's go ahead and back up in here. So we're going down and back up again, and probably will be through, but maybe not. We'll see. We might have to make a little bit of a turn down one side, one of these. But anyway, this is the only plowing contract we had, so we're doing this one. Then we're going to go back and do those 3 fertilizing contracts, and then we will move on to November and see what kind of money we can make off our productions. Hopefully, it's going to be several thousand. I'd like to make 10 to 15,000, maybe more, maybe less. I have no idea. I don't know how much it's going to produce in a month's time. So we'll be moving on. Hopefully, we'll be able to get at least a few contracts in November. I don't know how many. Whatever we can get. If you're interested in the content you see, Farming Simulator, we do have lots of different games that we stream and record on. Right now we have 7 different games that we're recording, and I think 8 that we're streaming. So check out the channel, see what might pique your interest. I know tomorrow we'll be doing Stardew Valley. So it's tomorrow's Thursday. We got Stardew Valley, Two Point Museum, Dinkum, and TCG Card Shop Simulator. So those will be streaming 4 times tomorrow. So join us for that. We're definitely gonna have to go back down that river there for a bit. Have to come back up actually. We'll find out. Hello, Wayne. How you doing, bud? Sorry I couldn't get that to work today. Those mods just really wouldn't load on my game. I had to get rid of some of them. They were conflicting with something. But next time I'll try to set up a thing where everybody can get into, no matter, we'll play without mods completely. Just play the base game. So that way it won't cause that kind of confusion. I know you and Strick played for a while. I'm glad he was able to do that with you. Just wasn't working for me. But welcome into the stream. Here on Farming Simulator, we started with a tractor, a fertilizer spreader, and 4 pallets of fertilizer, and we're having to build everything from scratch from there. We're in the month of October. We've got 3 more contracts to do, and then we're going to be moving on to November. And hopefully our production buildings that we have will have produced us a little bit of money. So I believe this is field 28. It's all good, man. I enjoy doing the convoys, but I will, yeah, I'll set up one next time where anybody can join. Without mods, we'll just play base game. But I mean, I'm glad you and Strick got to play together some. He's trying to work out some stuff on his game right now, I think. Okay, well, like I said, I'll be streaming tonight here till about 10:30 on Farming Simulator. I won't be playing ATS again until Friday morning, around 10:30 Friday morning Central Time. I'll be playing ATS again. I bought a new truck and a new trailer that has our company logo on it, so you'll be able to see that. Also purchased 6 other trucks and got 6 more drivers because I hit level 30 and was able to get some more money out of the bank. So we now have 25 trucks total, counting my truck, I think. Maybe 26, I don't remember. And we did buy another garage, but it doesn't have any, we bought 2 garages. We bought one in Bakersfield, and then I bought one somewhere else. We're out of fertilizer. Alright, well, I'm going to do this because I don't want to drive all the way back just to finish this little strip. And we will do that, and then I will empty it out when we get done and we head back to the farm and subtract however much money it costs to fill it up. I wasn't thinking about filling my fertilizer spreader, but we'll subtract the money out when we go back to the house here when we get done with this one. Don't want y'all to have to sit through that and watch me drive back just to get fertilizer. But we'll subtract the money out when we get there. I'll go ahead and empty it here whenever we complete this contract, and then however much it costs, I'll go ahead and subtract that from the total. But welcome in the stream. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, we'll get that worked out Friday. Before I get started, I'll go ahead and set up the convoy and have it to where people can join. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back into here and empty. Okay, let's head back to our farm and fill up with fertilizer and subtract that money out again. I mean, we didn't use that much, but I'll probably take like maybe a third of what it costs to fill it up and subtract it out, because that was only like 5% of the tank. So, but I will subtract the money out. All right, so it cost us 2,500. We'll just take out 1,000. We'll go minus 1,000. All right, that gets us back square. All right, now let's go down here to field 69, and then we'll come back up, or 68, and then we'll come back up and do 49, since we'll be right at the house. But yeah, no worries about that, dude. I mean, I wanted to do it. It just didn't work out. Next time I'll be better prepared, because I'll create one, and if anybody wants to join in, they can just join in. So. Head up here to field 49. This field right in front of us. I believe it's going to be just too wide. We might be able to cover it all. Let's see. Yeah, I think we might be able to get it. We'll get most of it anyway. We'll make sure we get all of one side. We'll come back down and get the rest. It's getting about 85% of the field, so. Stayed there and it'd have been alright, but alright, we're right here by the house, so we will move on to November and but yeah, everything you see here we got from doing contracts. We started with zero money. after the tractor, the fertilizer spreader, and the fertilizer. So we were able to get a production building, a house, a buying point, a selling point, a repair point, a water tanker, a water point, a production building, and two greenhouses, and a cultivator and a plow. Alright, so anyway, let's go to sleep and move on to the next month. A little humble abode here. Now, y'all are going to have to bear with me until I'm able to get... There is a new auto-load trailer that is in the game that I will be getting. But for now, you're just going to have to bear with me, because I'm going to have to move them by hand. So we got a little lettuce. Let's see, anything here? Nope, nothing spawned. So it didn't make much off. We got, a little bit of stuff coming in. But it'll be a while before we get those. So, alright, let's go ahead and look at contracts. We can complete these. Alright, let's see if there's anything we can do. Okay, we got 2 cultivating contracts. We'll grab those. Alright, 154 and 148, those are way down the map. Alright, 160 is down there as well, so we're going to grab that one and take the fertilizer spreader with us. We'll grab this one when we come back up. And doesn't look like we have any plowing. Oh no, we do have 2 plowing contracts. We're going to have to go back down there anyway after we do those other ones. But yeah, we'll grab the plowing contracts after we finish these. So let's go ahead and get our plow put on the front here. Or not our plow. We need to switch this to the front. Grab our cultivator. Alright, these are way down here. Here and here. So it's going to be interesting to get to. I think we're going to have to come down the road, go that way, and then come back down this way. Alright. So we're going to go to 160 next, which is the fertilizing contract. Let's make a map where we can see where we're going here. Let's pull the big map up just to make sure. Yep. Let's go ahead and cut on our lines. It's not going to give us the proper lines, so we'll just have to eyeball it because of the fertilizer spreader on there. Guess we can drop the fertilizer spreader off up here inside the field. That way it'll give us our lines. Just come back and grab it afterwards. That. I'm going to fast forward time a little bit. Maybe this fog will go away. Let it go to about 9 and see if that gets rid of most of the fog. Maybe 9:30. Okay, maybe 10. That's better. See a little better now. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, you can play with your mods, man. I just for the for me to be able to join. But like I said, I will schedule all that. I'll have us a convoy ready to go when I get ready to stream, and that way I'll just be in the convoy, and if anybody wants to join, they'll be able to join. Um, but we'll definitely try to do that Friday. I did finish up Iowa at the end of that stream, so I'm done with Iowa now. fertilize 157. Let's head up to field 36. Just on the way back to the house. What game am I playing? This is Farm Sim 25. Farming Simulator 25 on the Sobowelo map. It's a modded map, European map. Let's go drop off our fertilizer spreader. cultivate these two fields that are on the other side of our yard. Spin it around here. Is this one? This is 146 right beside us, actually. But yep, this is Farming Simulator 25. Yeah, it's on Steam. Um, you can get it on Steam, and also, I mean, you can go to the Giants mod or web page and get it. But if you play through Steam on other games, it's easier just to get it through Steam. It's the same price as it would be at the other place. So that's where I got it. But it is on Steam. Very fun game. And you can play it as realistic as you want to or as easy as you want to. So I am playing kind of in hard mode, if you want to say that, because I started out with no land, no equipment, except for a tractor and a fertilizer spreader, and I'm also playing on hard economy, which means everything is, you get paid less for everything. And unfortunately with this game, the multiplayer co-op thing doesn't work properly, and the only way you can play with other players is to own a server for it, and I don't have that in my budget right now. So, but it is a very fun game. You can lose a lot of hours in this game. You really can. I've probably got quite a few hours in this game. This is my fourth series of Farming Simulator 25. But I always try to do a different map every time I start a new series, so This is one I haven't played before, and there are tons of modded trucks, vehicles, tractors, equipment. Like there's, you can spend a day going through the mod hub, and it's actually you go through it in game. You don't have to go to the Steam Workshop to download the mods. There is a downloadable content button in the menu, so you just search through what you want to look at. But it's a very fun game if you haven't ever played it. Yeah, I can add you on a friend in Steam. Give me just a second. Tell you what, if you will give me just a second, I will give you my friend Steam friend code in chat. Just give me just a second. All right. If you go into Steam there and put that friend code in, if you click the add a friend button, put that friend code in, I will get your request and I'll accept it. And anybody that's watching the stream or the playback, if you see that code, you're welcome to send me a friend invite. I will accept you. If you let me know when you do that, I'll go ahead and accept it um, when you get through. I do apologize for my wife snoring. She hasn't been feeling good, and she's been sleeping in here in the living room, and that's where my computer is. But it's all good. Doesn't bother me. So. Did you figure out how to do it? What? Didn't think that was a possibility. Hold on. All right, try now. Yeah, I didn't even know you could have a full friends list, but I had a bunch on there that don't play anymore that I just got rid of, so maybe it'll work for you this time. Now, I don't know if that meant my friend list is full or your friend list is full, but I got rid of a few people that don't play on Steam anymore, so there should be room. And if it gives you that message again, that means your friends list is full. But I did make room. Still wouldn't work. I just removed like 4 people, so you should have room. What's your name on Steam? Alright, so we're almost done with this one. We got one more to do and then some plowing contracts, unless more of these are fertilizing contracts that come up. Let's go ahead and try to get these knocked out. Oh, you got it. Let me go ahead and accept that real quick. Alright. We're now officially friends. We are now officially friends. But yeah, I will definitely be doing more convoys. I'm gonna try to do them with the community on once a week at least. Mondays we do our company convoys, so I can either do it on Wednesday or Friday. Um, I usually stream ATS in the mornings, except on Mondays it's in the evening because that's when we can all get together. Me and Strick and Mad Dog are in a company together, and we do our convoys on Mondays. So if we can, sometimes one of us may not be able to be there, but we're still gonna try to do them on Mondays. And if you join our company, um, which you'll have to get in contact with him, Mad Dog, for that to get him to get you into our company. It doesn't change your game. It's just an outside thing called Trucks Book, and we have a company there that all three of us are members of. And if you're interested in joining us, I'll get you in Discord with him. And do you have Discord? Okay. Um, so you do, and you said you do have Discord. Yeah, I was just wanting you to get Discord so he could walk you through getting into the company because it's easier to do. over Discord because it's a lot of steps. Um, um, but if you go to, hold on just a minute, actually. Give me just a second. I will, I will get with him and figure out how to send you a link to Trucksbook so you can download that because you got to do that first. And I'll link you that over Steam at some point here in the next day or two. Get you try to get you in there. But if you have Discord, that would help a lot because that's where we do our talking in Discord while we're doing those convoys, and it just makes it a little easier. And it will be easier for him to message you through Discord all the stuff that you'll need for that. That's the only reason why I was asking. Because if you have Discord, I can invite you to our Discord channel, and that way I'll have to get friends with you on Discord. But Um, it would just be easier that way. I'm not saying it can't be done the other way. It would just be easier through Discord because we have our own channel and everything there. But if you will um, look for me on Discord, here at Plays Gaming on Discord, and send me a friend request, I will get you all the information you need. I just need to get with MagDog to make sure I'm sending you all the right stuff. But yeah, we're looking for more members, so it'd be great if you could join us. And like I said, it doesn't affect, you can still play your game however you want to. It just, whenever you play, every time you play, it'll log miles for our company if you log in through the Truck Sport app. So it'll help the company grow. Let's go ahead and accept all our contracts here. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, two more cultivating. 120, 10 is not that far, but 128 is way down on the bottom. So let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a bunch of plowing contracts. Yeah, we'll do these. Alright, accept. 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 All plowing. Okay. 66, 22, 141, 106, 104. Let's go get our plow. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Good to have you in. Hi, Nice to meet you. If we haven't met before, I don't know, I meet a lot of people, but if we haven't, nice to meet you. If not, welcome back. If I have already. I try to remember people's names after a few times, but I'm old. My brain doesn't always work. So, we got a pallet we can sell. Okay. All right. Discord is a voice chat thing. You just have to go to discord.com and sign up for it if you don't have it on your computer already. But we can do that. Um, we can do that after the stream here because I'm not going to be able to walk you through that on stream. It'll take too long. But we can do it through Steam, messaging through Steam, um, and I'll try to help you get set up in Discord if you're not already. You may already have it on your computer. You just got to check. Um, but we can definitely try that. But I'll get with you after the stream here. It's going to go for about another hour or so. So. Alright, we're going to field 22, which is straight ahead, okay. It's 24, this is 23, and this is 22. Ashley, it's good to have you. We're I don't know if you've seen one of these streams before, but if you haven't, we started off with just a tractor and a fertilizer spreader and 4 bags of fertilizer and 0 money. And everything we have gotten, we have done through contracts with the fertilizer spreader, and then I was able to buy a plow and a cultivator, and that's all the equipment we have. But we do have 2 greenhouses and a production building, and a buying station, a selling station, a house, a water station, and a water tanker. And that's it. That's what we have. Oh, and a repair station. That's all we have right now. We are trying to make enough money before spring when I can actually start planning to buy some land, a seeder, and also a harvester. We have everything else we need. I mean, I would like to get a lime spreader too, but that doesn't have to be right now. Now we got to go way down to the bottom of the map. Let's fold that up. Alright, so 104. We're going to go down to 141 first. And come back up to 106 and 104. We'll go do this furthest one away first. And 66 is on the other side near our farm. So we'll get that on the way back to our farm. But yeah, very glad to have you in, Ashley. We stream this game on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, but around 8:30 Central Time until 10:30, 11 Central Time, depending on when I start. I started at 8 tonight, so I'm only going to go to about 10:30 because I do get up 4 o'clock in the morning and do recording, and I start streaming at 7 in the morning. So glad that you're here. Got a lot of different games on the channel. Check those out. If you haven't, I'd appreciate the subscribe button too. But you don't have to. I mean, that's completely up to you. But it would help me out. Alright, so this is the field we need to plow. Let's go ahead and get that out. Let's back up in this little corner here. Drop the plow down. Get to rolling. And also, guys, feel free to share my streams and videos with your friends. It'll help me grow too. If they like what they see, they can come in and watch. But I'm just glad you're here. So that's all that really matters. But feel free to do that if you would like. I'm not a pro gamer by any means, but I kind of game as not as a job, but more of a hobby right now because I'm disabled and I'm stuck at home anyway. So I used to play games all day and every day, but now I'm doing it in verse videos and streams. It's no problem, buddy. I will, like I said, we'll try to get you set up. I know you have a headset and a mic because you were talking to Strick earlier today. So that's step one. But we'll get you, see if we can't get you in Discord. And that way he can get with you and get you set up on Trucksbook because he's going to have to tell you how to do that. Give me just a second here. I don't want you to do that. I don't know why it dug there. It shouldn't have. Oh well. I messed up the field. Let's head on up to 106. there's going to be this big field over here. Oh, no problem, man. See if there's anything for sale that we need. Ooh, that's a good buy on that tractor. Really good buy. But we ain't gonna be nowhere near that kind of money. Ah, man, that's a good tractor too. Let's see how we are collecting these. Yeah, we're nowhere near gonna have that kind of money. That would be a good tractor to get though. So we got this one and one more to do, and then we'll refresh contracts and see what else we can get. Man, I really would like to make enough money to at least buy the seeder and the land this month. That way we know we have that out of the way and all we got to work toward is the harvester. But I don't know that we're going to get that. We might be close. The seeder's going to be 50K, and there's probably a piece of land that we can get for 40 or 50K, but it needs to be one of the ones close to our house. Just because that's kind of my rule. It doesn't, you don't have to do that. I can buy any property on the map that I can afford, but I like to buy them, try to keep my farm together. So we'll just have to see. We probably will go ahead and purchase the seeder. We have enough for that now. Might even be able to get a bigger one if we make enough money. Got a deer in the field. You better move, deer. Yeah, I'm still gonna help you. I just as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'll do my best to get you set up. I will help as soon as I'm done with the stream. We got about another 40 minutes or so, and then I'll be ending the stream, and then I'll see if I can find you a link to join the Discord, and I'll message to you in Steam so you can click on it and go straight there. Done with this one. Alright, let's head back up to field 66. Let's see. It's going to be the easiest way to get out there. Probably this way. Let's make sure we're in the right field. Yeah, this one right here. Let's go ahead and collect on those two. Alright, let's see. Let's go to refresh. Alright, so we got 10, 128. Ooh, 128's big. I don't really want to tackle that one. We ain't going to be able to finish it tonight. We can grab that. And then 107. We can do it now, and it's not near as big. It's very small. We'll do that, and then we'll go get our cultivator and do that cultivating contract, and that will probably take us to the end of the stream. So let's go ahead and go get that one now. Tell you what, since we're here, we'll just go grab the cultivator and we'll take it with us. So 7, 10. We'll go do the cultivating one first, and then we'll go down and do the plowing one. Yeah, now I will do that other contract, but we're not going to be able to do it this stream. We'll have to do it Monday, or Friday. We'll just say, yeah, today's Wednesday. We'll have to do it Friday. Let's drop that. Go ahead and pick that up. Yeah, we ain't going to be able to do that big field tonight. Alright, let's go to field 10. Get that one done. Maybe it's cultivating it. Drop our plow right here. Let's go ahead and put our lines in. It's no problem, buddy. No problem at all. Alright, so we're up to 88,000, which means we're a third of the way to where we need to be almost. We're going to look at cedars once we get done with these two contracts and see if there's one we can afford that's better than the 49,000 one. But if we can't, we're going to hold off. We're not going to buy it just yet because, we might be able to catch one in the sale before we need it in the spring. But we can at least kind of price them and see where we are on those. Because I really would love to get a bigger cedar than that. And it just depends on how much we can make between now and February. Because February is when I'm going to want to buy everything. Because we're going to want to be able to do whatever we can in March. So we got until February to purchase. So we're just going to keep making as much money as we can until then. Like I said, unless something comes up in the sale that we want. Which, I mean, I'd love to have that tractor, but I can't justify spending $140,000 even if we had it right now. Because that would put us basically back to nothing, and can't borrow the money to get it, so yeah, there's no point in us worrying about that, crying over spilled milk, as they say. Even if we had the money, we really couldn't buy that tractor because we wouldn't be able to make enough money to get our other stuff that we need. Well, I'll say that we might not be able to. I really do want to get the harvester and seeder by spring though, because that will give us the opportunity to um, plant our own fields, and also when harvest time comes, we'll be able to harvest fields on contract too until we have, you know, multiple properties to where we don't need to do contracts anymore. But we're a ways away from that. Pass here. Let's go grab our plow. 107. Forgot what I was doing here for a second. Alright, we're gonna pick up this cultivating contract, but we will not complete it in this one, because it's going to take a long time, and we're probably going to put a worker on it for a little bit, because I need to run to the bathroom real quick, and then actually we'll just get down here to it. I'm probably not even going to start it. We're already at 10:15, so we won't get much of it done. So I'll just get to the field, which is this gigantic field over here, and we will do this next time. is going to take a while with this little cultivator. But guys, I do appreciate you being here with me today. This is your rock. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. And also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free and it helps me and the channel grow, and I do appreciate all the support you've given me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye now.